The self-play rule, I think, is going to make a big difference since the Beijing Olympics. It gives the team in possession an opportunity to travel, to take the free hit as quickly as they want to, catching other people out, catching other people napping. So that's going to be exciting. The shootout at the event of a draw after full time or whatever the case may be, I think is going to be fantastic and dynamic to watch. The old penalty strokes have gone. Obviously, in normal time, the penalty stroke will be there, but at the end of a game, I think the shootout's going to be quite dynamic. I think the inability once you're inside your attacking 25 to quickly get the ball into the circle in a free hit or any free hit given within 5 metres of your attacking circle, in my opinion, has slowed the game down. You just can't take a quick free hit anymore and move forward into the circle and either get a short corner or a shot on goal. So I think it would be good if that rule is reviewed at the end of this. Some teams are using it quite successfully, and the fact that they'll take a free hit quickly and make sure that the opposition then commit another breach and then go back quickly and go again and catch the opposition team within the 5 metres, and they're using that to get awarded short corners. But that's really the only, I would suggest, advantage of that free hit being awarded or the new rule change. I think in Pool A, obviously Australia is going to be up there. They're rated #1 in the world. I think followed closely by Germany, who are in a separate pool. I think Spain will be exciting to watch, and I think they could probably be the two main contenders in Pool A. The local folk aren't going to be too happy with that prediction, and the fact that Great Britain is in Pool A. I saw Great Britain play in New Zealand in the Champions Trophy, and they didn't show a lot there, but who knows, the home turf, the home crowd, that could be an advantage to them. So in Pool A, they might be a bit of a dark horse, but form doesn't suggest that they'll be up there yet. In Pool B, you've got the two greats. Obviously, you've got Germany and the Netherlands in Pool B, and yeah, I mean, if things go to form, then they would be the two teams that would end up in the semi-finals. I think it's also interesting to see that Belgium have qualified in both the men and the women. So, not knowing a lot about Belgium, but I think it might be a fairly hard task for them. There's no doubt that a lot of the teams do have dynamic players, and I think that the teams that do go through and play in the finals they'll be the teams that have the more balanced as far as good players are concerned or great players are concerned. That's where Australia, I suppose, has an advantage. Obviously, Jamie Dwyer being voted, player of the best player in the world 5 times is going to be exciting to watch. I think Glenn Turner, I think if he can convert his circle penetrations into results, and he has a very high percentage of doing that, is going to be quite dynamic. I also think that Govers had a very, very good series in Cairns recently against the Black Sticks, so they'll be good also. And I think, as I mentioned before, the series in Cairns, it's really, really important that the midfield and guys like Ockington do get into the game, because if they don't fire, then we'll find it hard getting through the midfield. For Spain, Fernandez and Frexia, they're going to be exciting to watch. And I think what was interesting to watch about Spain when they were in the Champions Trophy in New Zealand was the fact that the whole team just committed to one movement. So if they got the ball and they were moving up the right hand side, then 10 field players moved forward, and they were quite exciting to watch. And they caused a lot of grief getting in behind people, so they'll be quite exciting to watch. In the other pool, Germany, Muller, Zeller, and Forest will be exciting to watch, and their influence in the midfield will be interesting. And then obviously the other great, the Netherlands. Well, it's going to be hard to go past Neuer. It will be interesting to see how much turf time Toyin gets. He was actually dropped from the side a number of months ago, so but he's worked his way back into the team. So you don't know if there was a bit of foxing going on there. So he's obviously going to be good. Evers, and what will be interesting also is that Stockman, the goalkeeper, he's quite adventurous. He does get out to the top of the circle a lot and try and intercept through balls. So if he's on his game, he's going to be he's going to be that exciting to watch. But if he doesn't time it right, it could be interesting to see what we can get in behind him. In the men's competition, I'm tipping Australia to finish top of their pool, followed by Spain. I did mention earlier that Great Britain could be a bit of a dark horse on the home turf, but I still think that the two best teams on form are probably going to be Australia and Spain in that order in Pool A. Pool B is a little bit tougher, but I'm tipping Germany and the Netherlands to finish 1 and 2 in that pool. And look, once you get into those crossovers, no easy game. So, Australia will either meet Germany or the Netherlands in the semi-final, and Spain will meet the other in the final. And you know what? Don't be surprised to see Spain win that crossover and we get to an Australian-Spain gold medal game. But I'm going to go just on experience. Australia gold, Germany silver, Spain bronze, and Netherlands 4th spot.